What up? It's the girl, and in this video, I'm going to share with you tips on being your authentic self and why it's so important for you to do so. And we're going to have some fun while we do it. I go by the girl. This is Galvanized Awakening. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back. Be sure, if you haven't yet, subscribe, like, comment. If anything resonates with you, I'm here to help support and encourage you on your spiritual journey. Now that we got that out of the way, now I've always had a pretty strong personality. But I can honestly say that the more awakened I've become over the years, the more I've grown into my authentic self. What does that mean? It means showing up in the world maskless, warts and all, feeling comfortable in your skin as is, and loving yourself all the while doing it. I can remember a time when I felt like I was still growing into my authentic self. I was still trying to understand who the girl is and show up into the world more confident and comfortable and just being what feels right to me. It wasn't until semi-recently that I met someone. They told me that they were drawn to the strong sense of self that I had. It was something they were drawn to because they found themselves in this state of trying to grow more into their authentic self. It wasn't even until they said this to me that it clicked. Like, I made it. Mama, I made it. I was like, whoa, I guess I do show up as me. And let me tell you, it's a beautiful thing. There's multiple reasons as to why it's so good to show up in the world as your authentic self, and we're gonna get into them. But first, we need to discuss, why is it so difficult? Why is it challenging for us to show up in the world as our authentic selves in the first place? Simply put, we're conditioned to believe that we need to fit into a box that society has deemed fit. Besides the conditionings that we have, many of us also struggle with fear of showing our true selves and then that true self being rejected. And rejection hurts. It hurts when you identify a rejection to it being something flawed about you. There's nothing wrong with you as is. We have life experiences that have given us heartache, and we tend to dwell on the heartache more so, especially if we've experienced moments where we have shown pieces of our true selves, and then for whatever reason, the relationship dies off. Sometimes they're meant for seasons. Contrast is needed. We gotta have that roller coaster. Having this fear of being accepted for our true selves stunts us from showing up into the world as our true self. Even myself, when I decided that I was gonna start making YouTube videos, I had this moment where I was like, I wonder if I should wear hats in my videos. I was bugging. Maybe they won't like me in hats. Maybe I won't capture a bigger audience wearing hats. Pause. But I like wearing hats though. I was like, whoa, was I about to show up as an inauthentic version of myself? Here I am. Instead of allowing the ones that are naturally gravitated towards my natural energy and state of being, I'm trying to show up and tailor myself for an audience. That don't even sound right. That ain't how I do. Check yourself, girl. When you catch yourself having those kind of moments, take a step back and recognize the reason as to why you're thinking a certain way. Laugh about it. It's funny. Funny. Almost got me there. Now, let's talk about the roles. From a young age, we're taught that we have these roles that we play, right? We have the doctor, the fireman, the custodian, the store clerk. We see all of them differently. We all want to be seen for our true being, not the roles that we've acquired. We want to be seen for the person behind the role. Deep down, we all know there's more to us than what's on the surface. And we all yearn for that true us to be seen. How does one be their self? My boy, Eckhart Tolle, shares some great tips. First, don't try to be anything. Just be. Just be. You have to start by stripping yourself of the identities and the roles that you've become accustomed to placing on yourself. Initially, you may not know what that leaves you with. That's okay. It's a temporary situation. Ultimately, that leaves you with who you are deep down inside. You need to feel it for yourself and go with what feels right. Show up as you, baby. Being comfortable with not knowing who you are is part of the awakening process. When you give up confining yourself to these roles, you become completely detached from the ego. It's an equal playing field for everyone. When you show up willingly accepting others the way that they are, you convey this confidence about you that says you expect the same in return. It's a give and take thing. I accept you as you are, you accept me as I am, and everybody's happy, baby. Secondly, stop trying to define yourself to yourself and especially to others. Don't be concerned with how other people view you or how other people define you. That's their issue. So if they want to use their energy focusing on how to define you, it sounds like a them problem. You genuinely have to not give a about how others perceive you. It doesn't matter. Be comfortable the way that you are because guess what? You get to live your life. So how do you want to live it? The people in life who show up as their authentic selves, those are the ones that people are drawn to. Not only is it liberating to feel comfortable being your authentic self, it also allows others to be comfortable being their authentic self. That energy is contagious. Sometimes people will suppress themselves because they don't feel comfortable. They just need to see that it's all right. So be that person that helps others feel like it's all right to be their true selves. It's so much better that way. It's a ripple effect, baby. It spreads. That energy just keeps on radiating. So keep on helping to spread a positive vibrational frequency by showing up in the world as your authentic self. In a nutshell, being your authentic self takes time to perfect. So be gentle with yourself. However, you're not doing anybody any favors by suppressing your true self. All right, my peoples, let me know in the comments down below how it is that you're currently showing up in the world. I want to hear your stories. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure that you subscribe. If you're vibing with the content that I'm delivering, if you know a friend who could benefit from this, share it with them. Help expand our community. With that being said, it's the girl. It's the girl. It's the girl.